Welcome to Recently Logged, where we're finally doing a spooky movie, and it just so happens to be an Adam Sandler movie.
Wow.
So,
hey everyone.
spooky season.
It's spooky season. There's probably some spooky music playing behind this right now because I always do the intro music. I don't know if anyone actually likes the intro music.
I don't know. I never listened to our podcast.
Wow. Well, I like the intro music, so.
Well, I guess that's all that really matters.
That's all that really matters. I guess the real Recently Logs were the friends we made along the way.
So, hey, if you couldn't tell, we're doing, Hubie Halloween.
Hubie Halloween.
Hubie 2020.
What a wild time.
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, welcome to the podcast. If you've never been with us before, I am Robbie, and the other guy is Micah.
And we talk about movies.
And we talk about some movies that we watched recently.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, it could be a rewatch, honestly.
Well, yeah, but that's still watching it.
I mean, I guess it's
recently.
still watching it, but like, it's not like we freshly watch all these movies.
Yes, we did. That because
I mean, we do.
Watched it.
We do freshly watch them, but like, it's not like our first time.
What are you going for here?
I don't know.
First time is not insinuated by recently logged.
I'm just rambling while you're looking at stuff, Mike.
I'm just waiting for you to stop rambling.
This is an ineffective system.
All right. Well, do we want to get into the podcast?
Sure.
All right. So we're going to start by going over the basic facts of the movie. Gotta roll up my sleeves.
Get to roll up my sleeve. Why? Is it too cold down here, Mike?
Yes, I'm rolling up my sleeves because it's too cold.
You always complain about it being cold.
All right. Anyway. Hubie Halloween is a 2020 movie. It is PG-13, 102 minutes. Its cast consists of, but not limited to, Adam Sandler, Kevin James, Julie Bowen, Ray Liotta, I think is how you say his name.
I think it's Liotta.
Liotta, yeah, that sounds right. Steve Buscemi, Rob Schneider.
Yeah, Rob Schneider.
Tim Meadows. Keenan Thompson, that is. Shaq, Ben Stiller, and like every Disney Channel actress from like my era of Disney.
I was about to say from our era of Disney Channel, there's like every single actor and actress in this movie.
It was directed by Stephen Brill, one of the directors of movie 43.
Who'd have thought?
Believe it or not. And apparently a director of some Adam Sandler stuff.
I'm guessing probably his specials.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
And it was written by Adam Sandler and Tim Hurley. Yes. Tim. Yes.
Written by Adam and Tim.
Adam and Tim.
Wow.
So yeah.
All right. Well, that sure was some very basic facts.
It was informative, I'm sure.
Informative. Wow. It's also a Netflix movie.
Educational.
For those who don't know. So if you have a Netflix subscription, you can go watch it.
We could be considered an educational show now. We can get picked up by the major networks.
No, Micah, we're already sponsored by Anchor. We don't have enough time to get other sponsors.
I thought we were going to get picked up by Disney.
Oh wait, no. We'll drop Anchor in a heartbeat.
So just a small little story bit to this.
Little background, Mike.
So Adam Sandler, if you missed it, it was in a little movie last year.
Little film.
Little film that you may or may not have heard of, Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
And this was like what he considered his best role.
His magnum opus.
His magnum opus. This was the role he put his heart and soul into, if you will. And he said at one point that if it didn't get an Oscar nomination, that he would make a purposefully bad movie. And then, next thing you know...
It didn't get an Oscar nomination.
Uncut Gems did not get him an Oscar nomination. And next thing you know, we have Hubie Halloween. So...
Which I would argue isn't a bad movie.
Well, I would say it's trying to be bad, so it's like not bad because it's succeeding at what it's trying to do.
Wow. So yeah, you'd agree. It's not a bad movie.
Yes.
Yes. Micah's like, yes.
All right, let's move on into basic thoughts.
I really enjoyed this. I'll say it. My favorite Halloween movie? Question mark? Probably. I don't know. I don't know of many Halloween movies other than this, so...
Well, like Halloween?
Yeah, like actually Halloween.
Like focused, takes place.
Like, I was about to say...
having to do with Halloween.
Yeah,
movie.
like it has to do with Halloween, not just a monster movie the same way like it's a Christmas movie and not just like a winter movie.
Yeah, where you like Coraline.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't a Halloween
it's
movie.
Not a Halloween
It's just
movie.
a spooky movie.
It's just a spooky season movie, which I'm all on board for, but this is probably my favorite Halloween movie.
I can't think of like any others besides like Disney Channel movies.
Yeah. I don't know. There probably is some that we've seen. I don't know. I really liked it. I expected it. I actually expected to really like it. Because a lot of my friends had logged it already and given it pretty high ratings.
Yeah.
So I assumed it would probably be very enjoyable, and it was very enjoyable. I'm surprised it didn't dip more often into the dumb, like bad SNL status of comedy, which
Right.
I was kind of expecting some of that, and we did get some, but not nearly as much as I thought or feared there would be. So I don't know. Like I think I liked it probably a lot more than I was expecting. Even though I expected to like it.
Wow.
If that makes any sense.
So apparently he loved it.
Yes. It had a great cast.
The cast.
But it had like a ginormously huge cast.
The cast, like every single person in this movie was like somebody of note.
I knew, yeah.
I was like, hey, I know all of them.
Yeah. Steve Buscemi, it's always nice to see him in a movie.
Is always a win.
It's always a win. Always.
Like, always.
I don't think Adam Sandler gave that bad of a performance. I'll say it.
It was like an odd performance.
It was, yeah, it was weird, but I think it was good. I think it fit the movie well.
I think sometimes his accent leaned more towards like Hotel Transylvania accent.
You could hear Dracula sometimes,
and then sometimes it leaned like towards nothing.
I don't know. Sometimes it would get like borderline ununderstandable, and I'm like, what is happening? Adam, what are you doing? A weird Kevin James role, I will say.
Who doesn't like Kevin James, though?
I mean, I like Kevin James and all, but this was a weird role, right?
Who doesn't like Kevin James? All right. Anyway, is that your basic thoughts?
I think so. Yeah, I liked it. That's my basic thoughts, Micah.
Wait, Kevin James is a playwright?
That doesn't surprise me. Nothing surprises me anymore, Micah.
All right. Well, I'm also a fan of this movie.
A fan.
I think a lot of it for me was like some of the jokes went like 10 of 10 and then some of the jokes went like 1 of 10. So like it wasn't perfect by any means. There was a lot of like really stupid jokes in it that I think could have been like not there or better.
I don't think anyone's accusing it of being perfect, but
yeah. But like a lot of the jokes were actually really funny.
Oh my gosh. It's so funny.
I laughed quite consistently at this movie.
I think this might be the funniest movie I've seen this year.
Wow.
But then again, I haven't watched very many comedies this year, so I'll go for it.
So like, I don't know. Adam Sandler was a lot of fun in this movie. I think like a lot of it was it's just so weird. Like it's like literally like the story is just like bouncing off the walls this way and that because it's just weird.
It is a really weird story. Like who came up with this plot?
Right? Like especially with the two the mental patient thing.
Exactly.
Like what?
Apparently, I guess they just needed a spoiler red herring for
double red herrings.
Yeah,
Robbie.
double red herring for the mom, but still, like, it's
Wait, no, that means triple red herring.
triple.
Because there was the red herring that it was the guy in the pig mask. Then
Well,
it was
yeah.
the red herring that it was him because, he was the
Uh-huh.
werewolf. Then it was the red herring that it was her.
Oh, yeah, triple red herring. Oh, my God.
Triple red herring.
Wow.
Uh,
No one really thought it was her, Micah.
No, nobody
We
did.
all knew.
Yeah. Herbie, what kind of desperate psycho? I think arguably the best part of the movie was the thermos.
I would tend to
That
agree. That was the
thermos
best on-running joke.
Is literally the coolest thing ever. I want one. Make me one, please.
You want a plot device thermos, Micah?
I mean, it could do anything.
It can do.
It was like
It can do whatever the plot needs it to
It
do.
turned into a vacuum, Robbie. A vacuum.
It can do whatever the plot. Where does the glass go?
Where does anything go?
Is he drinking the soup, Mike? Or is he drinking it in the soup?
Yes. I think the worst part was actually surprisingly not Will Byers being in this
not
movie.
Will Byers being in the movie.
I was worried that Will Byers would be awful in
I
this
was
movie.
worried that he would be a bigger part of the plot,
Yeah.
and that would have sucked.
Yeah, I think the worst part was just some of the jokes being not funny.
I mean, they just missed sometimes,
Yeah.
which, I mean, unless you're like the greatest comedy of all time, like Mean Girls, then some of your jokes are going to miss.
Yeah, no, it's not unexpected.
Yeah.
So,
especially in a comedy.
I gave the movie 3 stars.
I would have given it a 3.5, honestly. Like, I don't know. It would have been a 3.5 or a 4. Like, there are only like 2 or 3 scenes where I was actually bored, and I think a movie deserves some credit for that, because bad to mediocre movies often bore me. I will be like, ooh. But I was actually
Of
paying.
course, like, boring movies
Wait.
won't bore Robbie. He'll be sitting
Well-
there like, wow, this is so interesting.
This
I
is
really
so interesting."
connect with this on a personal level. Which I think says something.
Are you still getting on to me about 2001, Micah?
Yes.
I don't know what you do. I don't know what you have against 2001.
It's boring.
Wow. But yeah, no. It's a fun ride, and it's really funny.
All right. Now we move to questions.
Now we move to questions. So now can I say, also known as questions, which doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, it would be main discussion.
Main discussion,
Also known
known
as
as
questions.
There we go.
All right. So, swing away, Meryl.
Swing away. Oh, I was going to ask. I actually thought of a question last night while we were watching it. What is your favorite object thrown at Hubie during his pursuits?
Okay, so
Favorite
I
object.
actually thought about this a lot.
Oh my god.
It's either the cinder block
Okay.
or the flaming spear.
Flaming spear. I thought the flaming spear at first too. That was gonna be my answer.
So yeah, the cinder block or the flaming spear.
But I think since this movie is pretty much explicitly set in 2020, because of the Billie Eilish costume.
Yes, no, it is explicitly set in 2020.
I'm gonna say
Remember-
the fact that someone threw an like 80s computer at is still so funny to me.
Remember Peanuts' grave said 2016 to 2020?
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I didn't catch that, Micah. So it's canonically set in 2020.
Yeah, it's canonically set in
Why is no one
2020.
wearing their masks?
Because this is 2020 without the virus.
2020 without the virus, because it's Wholesome Sandler 2020.
Wholesome, Robbie?
Wholesome Sandler 2020.
Wholesome?
It's Wholesome Sandler, Micah. No one else is wholesome.
Okay, yeah, no one else. Okay, fine. I'll go with that. No one else is wholesome but Sandler.
Wholesome Sandler 2020 is
All right.
what I'm saying.
Wholesome Sandler 2020.
So you're saying the flaming spear or the cinder block? The cinder block is
the
pretty
cinder
funny.
block,
I'm just imagining like this 7-year-old like chucking
The
a cinder
cinder block was like, I think, the first one that was like truly deadly.
truly. Well, the axe. Someone threw an axe at him.
Yeah, but wasn't that after the cinder block?
No, that was in like the first like 10 minutes of the movie.
So to explain this joke, there's this on-running joke that the overall thing is like that everybody hates Hubie throughout the entire movie.
Yeah, a bunch of jerks hate him.
Yeah, the town is full of a bunch of jerks who hate Hubie.
Yes.
But whenever he's riding his bike, it does like the same shot, and then a bunch of people throw stuff at him that he dodges. It started with like eggs, and then
Bro, when he caught the eggs in his thermos, though,
right, he
felt
caught
that.
all of the eggs, and then ate them for breakfast, and then may or may not have thrown them all up.
I think he threw them all up. Like,
But yeah, so it just gets like increasingly crazy stuff that gets thrown at
bro,
him.
don't the bears start throwing
Yes,
stuff?
the bears start throwing stuff at him.
That was one of the most surprising moments in the movie, was when the bears just got up and started throwing stuff.
All right, I have a question though.
Okay.
Who's your favorite side character?
I was gonna ask that too. Wow.
Wow.
Apparently, grape minds think alike, Micah.
Wow.
I don't know. I just like the grape minds think
Wow.
alike. I
Okay,
think
who's
it's
your
funny
favorite
too.
side character?
Favorite side character?
Don't steal mine.
It's gotta be, which yours is Steve Buscemi, or
Yes.
whatever who was she
Who?
the Adam Sandler's love interest. She was fun.
Violet Valentine.
Yes, Violet Valentine.
What a
Thank you.
whack character.
what a wild time.
Isn't she an SNL person?
I believe so, yeah. It's probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
She looks like she'd be on SNL.
Right. She's in a bunch of Sandler movies
Happy
too.
Gilmore.
So
I still want to see Happy Gilmore. I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, no, I just think we needed a wholesome romance in this movie, Micah. And
but she was creepy.
Okay, well, she was kind of creepy.
I mean, she was creepy for the purpose of the red hair.
Exactly.
Still creepy.
I don't know. I think she's probably my favorite.
My favorite side character, by far,
Steve
is
Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi's character. I think it was amazing.
No, it's just Steve Buscemi, Micah.
Right,
He's
it
my
is
favorite.
just Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi is life's ultimate side character.
I don't know. I just love Steve Buscemi in like anything, and this was like a really funny role for him, in my opinion.
Better than his role in Big Fish, Micah?
No.
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 I would say
Robbie,
yes.
the roses are red, violets are blue. I love Spectre.
I really love Spectre.
It's just 3 lines. I don't know. Both of them are so good.
Indeed.
Dang it. Steve
See,
Buscemi.
Wow. So it just defaults to Steve Buscemi?
Yes.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, fair enough.
Literally everything to Steve Buscemi.
All right. Well, I guess that was a good question. I don't know. It didn't spark a discussion, Micah, so
It
it
did
wasn't
not
really
spark
a good
a
question.
discussion, but I got to say Steve Buscemi.
What do you think of the concept of the universe this plays out in? It's like the wacky stuff that happens, Micah.
The crazy
The
stuff.
crazy stuff.
I mean, it's fine. Like, I don't know what you want from me for that one.
Bro, I originally thought that they were actually going to have Steve Buscemi be a werewolf.
Right?
Like, I thought they were going to go there.
I thought that would have been pretty funny. But it was even funnier the other
It was
way,
even
so-
funnier that it wasn't, that he wasn't even a werewolf. And I was like, bro.
The glued on hair.
The glued on hair. That's... I will say though, Micah, I will never reach the chaotic energy of Steve Buscemi eating a pumpkin in the middle of the woods.
I don't think anybody can
that
match
scene.
that
That scene
chaotic
is
energy.
one of the most chaotic scenes of all time because it just sits there, and it's one of the slowest scenes.
Got a little hungry.
Got a little hungry.
Mr. Lambert. Walter.
Walter. Okay, I wanted to ask.
You asked the question, and I hadn't answered because I don't know what you want from the question.
Oh, well, I don't know. I was just really wanting to make a comment on how weird some of the stuff in this movie
it's
is.
like a very weird universe, but it's also not super stylized. It's very odd.
I would say it's pretty stylized.
It's not like stylized
Wow.
like in story, sure, like whack things
I was
are
about to say
happening,
it has a definite comedic style.
but like visually it's not stylized at all.
There's not a visual. There's not really a visual diversity for most movies, but
which is interesting. I don't know.
Does a movie have to have a visual style, Micah?
I like visual style.
Wow.
Like I think the movie, the world is very like I think the story itself is part of the comedy.
Yeah, I was about
like
to
the
say,
world and everything, and just everything being absolutely insane.
like the flaming spear, Micah.
Like the flaming spear.
And like Shaq's radio voice.
And Shaq's radio voice.
Okay, Shaq has been the most unexpected cameo of any movie of the year,
Right?
I think.
I didn't look at the cast. I didn't know Shaq was going to be in this.
I didn't look at the cast at all before I watched this. I
And,
only
like,
knew that Adam Sandler was in
like
it.
every face that popped in was a surprise. Like I knew that Kevin James and Adam Sandler were going to be in the movie.
I didn't even know Kevin James was going to be in it until like
was on the
night
cover,
Well,
Robbie.
yeah, until like the night before when you guys told me that was him because I wouldn't have recognized him.
So yeah, every face I was just like, what? But like
What?
Shaq, out of all of them,
Shaq was
was
the biggest surprise.
the biggest reveal, the biggest twist, if you would.
I can't believe Shaq is still doing anything. What is Shaq doing with his life?
I wonder how the making of this movie went down. I want a documentary about the making of this movie.
That would be so good.
Because like,
How did they assemble all of these actors
Right.
and actresses?
was Adam Sandler just like, hey, I'm making this movie?
He was just like Avengers Assemble.
He was like, I'm making this bad movie on purpose, Avengers Assemble, and got all of his buddies
But
and all of Disney Channel.
secret is it's not actually bad though.
Well, yeah, that is the sequel.
That's the secret. Wow.
All right.
I don't know,
what is your favorite scene or sequence?
Sequence. Not the funhouse. Not the haunted house thing. Like I was
With the dog with the silver bullet.
gosh, I gotta think.
The dog with the silver bullet.
I know. Those are pretty good.
Mr. Lambert.
Favorite scene,
Walter.
favorite scene or sequence. That's a toughie, honestly.
Right, a lot of the scenes aren't doing a whole
Yeah,
lot.
like the movie's just kind of funny all around. Like it doesn't have like a specific scene that like is a standout really. I mean, it does. It has standout scenes, obviously, just not like, wow, that was my favorite scene.
Yeah, like it's kind of like the whole movie kind of morphs into a funny blob.
It feels
it's not
like it feels like one long thing,
that
which is
scene.
which is an achievement, honestly. That it doesn't just feel like a collection of skits.
Yeah.
So applause for Hubie Halloween. it's
Oh yeah, we record this in front of a live studio.
live studio audience.
Studio audience.
That would be so boring.
Right? Sorry, live studio audience.
Sorry, live studio audience. Favorite scene.
Man, that really is a tough question.
I know. That's I'm gonna go. No, that would be a bad pick. I don't know. There are so many good scenes and not very many like fantastic scenes.
Right?
Gosh, man, why did you have to pick such a hard question?
Dang, because it's a question we do every time.
Do you have a question? Do you have an answer? I mean, not a
No, I'm thinking about this as hard as you
Wow,
are.
we're just sitting here thinking. You can hear us thinking.
You know what?
What?
Hubie and Steve Buscemi in the pumpkin patch.
In the pumpkin patch? No! I was gonna reference that as one of the worst scenes.
Favorite scene. I think it's a good scene.
Wow. I think it's a good scene.
How is it a bad scene?
I think that was the most boring scene in
What?
the whole
It was
movie,
funny.
Micah. I mean, it was funny, yeah. But still.
Wow.
I don't know. I guess I'll say the final, like the big finale reveal scene, with the mom and everyone being burned at the stake. That scene. That's probably the one I'll remember.
People getting burned alive. Hilarious.
That's probably the one I'll remember for the longest, honestly.
That one guy from Disney Channel that nobody likes as Freddie Mercury getting burned alive.
Yeah, what was with the Freddie
Hilarious.
Mercury?
I mean, it was a pretty good Freddie
pretty good costume,
Mercury
though.
costume.
Yeah, I mean, good costume, but like still.
Robbie the Kit Kat.
Oh my gosh, freaking motor boy over
So Will Byers comes in as the Tin Man,
as David Bowie.
and like, what's her face? You know her. She's in like a Disney Channel, and she's also on, I think, Alexa and Katie, which is off-brand Disney Channel.
Yeah, off-brand Disney Channel. Netflix Disney Channel.
Netflix Disney Channel. And he is the love interest, the romance.
The romance.
She's like, he was like, she was like, how I saw you trick or treating.
I saw you trick or treating.
And he was like, I was with my sisters. And then she was like, no, you weren't. I saw you getting candy. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm so lame. And
so
she was
lame.
like, no, I think it's pretty cool.
No, I think it's pretty neat.
As long as you have a Kit Kat.
As long as you brought
me
me a Kit Kat.
And then he has this little heart on his costume, this little pouch. He opens it up, and there's like these 2 giant Kit Kats.
The biggest Kit Kat package.
And he's like, well, I just so happen to have some.
Bro. How did he know, Micah?
How did he know?
How
They
did
knew
he
each
know?
other
How long has he been stalking her?
Right? They knew each other for like 2 minutes in the movie, and he just pulls out the Kit Kats.
Maybe it's just a coincidence.
Maybe so.
Maybe it was just a wild time.
Maybe so.
Bro, okay, you're looking at the poster right now for context of the people. Where did the scarecrow come from? Who put out the scarecrow?
No, I guess it was
Steve?
Well, no, wait.
That's what I'm saying.
It had to have been his mom, right?
Yeah,
'cause it was what stopped them two.
I guess.
Yeah, it was his mom.
Okay, it's just weird. That scene was I think that was the scariest scene, honestly.
I don't know, Robbie. We had no other scary scene.
We had no other tension in the movie. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, what do you think of this as a Halloween movie? Like, how do you think it works as a movie for this holiday?
I mean, I think it's actually a really good movie. I think I'll rewatch this every Halloween.
Yeah, probably.
Like,
I would.
It's just a fun, like, seasonal movie.
It's a really fun movie. Like and it unlike some holiday movies, it actually feels like it embraces the spirit of Halloween. You know.
Yeah, you know.
The modern Halloween, modern day Halloween.
Modern day Halloween.
Not All Hallows Eve. It embraces the spirit of the wholesome candy.
Wholesome candies and
and
mean children.
And good old spooks, Mike. That's what this movie embraces.
And mean children.
and mean children. Wow. We never really had Halloween growing up. Wow.
Hey man, we trunk or treated.
Heck yeah, we did. Got all the candy.
All the church events.
All the church events. Which, I mean, trunk or treat, not a bad gig.
I think trunk or treat can be pretty fun.
Actually, you could probably get more candy out of a trunk or treat than you can trick or treating.
Though I think my favorite Halloween to date was still going trick or treating that one time with the Rices.
Oh yeah, that was a wild time.
That was pretty good.
That was terrifying. That was a big neighborhood, and it was really dark.
Dude, what? It wasn't terrifying?
That was terrifying for me, Micah.
Wow, okay.
I needed Hubie there, Micah.
Me, Jackson, and Gavin had matching costumes.
Yeah. the dumb bush costume. The military stealth costume.
So they went to the store. This is very side note.
Side note, but
I haven't even talked to them in like years. But they went to the store and they got one of the airsoft because like all of our costumes were airsoft related because we'd been playing airsoft that of late.
Shoot, that's the year I went as a Pokemon fan.
So we all were like doing like military costumes, and they did oh gosh, what are those suits called? They have a specific name in the military.
Bushwhacking suits?
No, not bushwhacking suits.
Well, it's a bush.
Well, anyway, it looks like a bush. You've seen them before, I'm sure. But these were terribly made.
Oh, it was awful. It looked like someone taped party confetti together.
Because it pretty much was party, and it came off.
It just always fell
everywhere.
Like he was just shedding the whole night.
No, both of them had it.
Oh yeah. They were both shedding the whole night.
But it was funny. So
it was hilarious. Pain is hilarious.
Pain is hilarious. So yeah, Fun Halloween story.
Yeah, is that was your favorite Halloween, Micah?
That was my favorite Halloween.
Wow. Oh, there you go.
Second favorite would probably be watching a bunch of movies here, which was last year.
that was a fun one with two guests of the podcast.
Two guests of the podcast.
Which you can go watch actually
the Insidious
episode with Haley
and the Charlie Brown episode. Wait, isn't it a seasonal Charlie Brown episode?
No, it's You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. I'm pretty sure.
No, that's the show. That's the play.
No, but what isn't that the name of the movie?
No.
What's the name of the movie?
Hold up. No.
Keep scrolling. It's like a boy named Charlie
Brown. You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown is a play.
Well, I know it's a play, but I thought that was the name of the movie too.
No.
But yeah,
right, anyway.
that was a fun little rabbit hole, Micah.
Yes, it was.
Nostalgia for us. No one else was interested. They were all bored out of their minds.
Nostalgia for us, boredom for you. I think it's a win.
I see it as a win.
All right.
Right. It's my turn. Do you think this felt too similar to an SNL sketch? I tried to say skit and sketch.
I think only the occasional thing felt like an SNL like skit, but I think those were all the things that weren't
very funny.
Very funny, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I haven't seen too much of SNL. And I know that supposedly it's not very good anymore.
Modern SNL skits are just most of the time.
Though I heard that they did put out a good one recently.
Well, there you go.
But it was very kind of as underwhelming. Like the stuff that felt like SNL was just as underwhelming as any SNL thing I've seen.
Okay.
Which, like, a lot of this cast is SNL cast.
Yeah. Bro, Kenan Thompson, what is he doing in this movie? His performance feels completely, like, out of place in this movie for some reason.
It just is Kenan Robbie.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know why. Did you feel that way, Micah?
No, I did not feel that way at all. I just thought it was Kenan.
I just thought his performance felt out of place, but I guess maybe I'm just going crazy.
No, I just thought it was Kenan.
Mike's like, it's just Kenan. That's all it is.
Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot of more thoughts or questions on this. It's not too complicated of a movie.
Yeah, it's not a very complex movie because it sparked from just such a simple, like, let's make a movie.
Let's make like a bad comedy.
Yeah, let's make a dumb comedy movie, and it's funny. It's a fun time.
So, I guess the moral of the story is I'm glad Uncut Gems didn't get him.
Wow.
No, I am kind of sad that because like he did put a lot of work into that.
I mean, if this is the result, I'm probably never gonna watch Uncut Gems. Because of the content of it. Yeah. But if this is the result for me being my selfish person, I'm pretty glad that he didn't get the nom.
I'm just sad because he put a lot of heart into it. I was about to say
no. As being an empathetic human, Micah, of course I'm sad that he did not achieve his goals. But like, if I was being 100% selfish, I would be happy that we got this.
So here's the real thing. Here's the pitch to all the listeners. Hubie Holidays. So we have
the collection.
Hubie Thanksgiving.
You can't do the non-Jewish holidays though, Mike. Remember canonically?
Oh yeah, he doesn't celebrate.
You can't do Christmas. You can't do anything.
Easter.
Exactly.
So yeah, Hubie
St. Patrick's Day.
Hubie St. Patrick's Day. Hubie.
You could start doing the weird the weird holidays that no one takes off, like not national holidays. Just do like Waffle Day or something.
Waffle Day, yes. Just make it a franchise. I know we have a lot of I know we have. I know what you're thinking. This is the only
time we're advocating.
I know what you're thinking. Franchises. There's too many of them.
There's too many.
Everything is supposed to connect. Why can't we just have movies?
Why can't we just have a movie?
I know that's what you're thinking, but Hubie holidays. Get me one for every season.
Wow.
Get me a Hanukkah. Hubie Hanukkah.
Hubie Hanukkah. I would watch that in a heartbeat.
Hubie Hanukkah.
In a heartbeat.
Like, come on, people. Make it happen.
All right. Well, you want to sum it up, Micah? Wrap it up.
I thought that's kind of what we did.
Oh, okay. Well, I
think my summing up would be, it's very fun. It has some jokes that don't land,
Yeah.
but a lot of the jokes do, and I was laughing for most of the movie. It's a whack story, but it's one of those like fun, like does't really matter stories.
Yeah, it's one
that,
of the.
like,
I was gonna say like the plot makes almost no sense, but it's fine.
it takes itself not
Yeah,
seriously
exactly.
at all.
It's not really serious
And
enough.
it does that on purpose.
Exactly.
So like the mom has like this monologue that in like a serious movie would be like completely ridiculous to be there, but like it works in the context
I think his mom is the most laughably written character here, honestly.
right. So yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I will probably watch it again.
Yeah. Yeah. No. It's a really, really fun movie. I think it's one of the most fun watches I've had this year. And if you're old enough and you're allowed to watch this, go watch it.
Yeah, because it does have some
yeah,
edgy stuff
bit
in
of a
it.
disclaimer, guys. There's a lot of sexual references and a bit of language in it, so make sure you're old enough before.
It is definitely a PG-13.
Yeah, no, it's a PG-13 comedy. So just as a bit of a disclaimer. But yeah, no, it's a very fun time. I want to see Hubie Hanukkah, Micah.
So
I want to see it.
So a little side note: the one thing I never thought I would see is two comedies, one by Seth Rogen and one by Adam Sandler.
Seth Rogen and Adam Sandler
making
movie.
it into my top 5 for this year. Who would have thought? Of course, there's just not been that many great movies. But I have like Tenet, Hamilton, which is kind of like
Hamilton's your number 2.
Like Hamilton is like there just because I want something else good.
Wow.
Because it's not really a movie.
It's not really a movie, no.
Then I have Boys State, then An American Pickle, then Hubie Halloween, and I think that's all we really need.
Wow. So it's number 5 on your year ranked.
Yep.
There you go.
And then A Whisker Away is number 6, Robbie.
No. It's number 4 on mine, actually, because I haven't seen Tenet, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Who knows? Tenet could be even worse.
You haven't seen Tenet.
It could be even worse.
Put Hamilton on your list.
Tenet could be worse than Scoob.
Tenet is good.
No, Micah's like, no, Tenet is good.
And then I have Onward at number 7.
Okay, are you just going to list the whole list?
Sure, why not,
What? No!
Onward at number 7, Stargirl at number 8, The Pale Horse at number 9,
No one's even
Phineas and
watched The Pale
Ferb, Candace Against the Universe at number 10, Enola Holmes at number 11, Underwater at number 12, Sonic at number 13, which is inaccurate, I should switch those. The Sleepover at number 14, Scoob at number 15, Trolls World Tour at number 16, The Willoughbys at number 17, and Artemis Fowl at number 18.
Wow.
Now I gotta go switch the Sonic order, because
Where are you putting Sonic, Micah?
just above Underwater.
Okay. Wait, it was underneath?
Wait,
it was
there we go.
underneath? Underwater?
No, that was a mistake on the ranking part, because there's no way I would
I was
put
about to
that.
say, what?
Okay, so
What?
now we've moved Sonic to number 11, and Enola and Underwater have moved down.
All right. Well, anyway, guys, now that we have finished our main discussion about Hubie Halloween, we want to go over the stuff we watched this week. And I believe, I think we're going to do this permanently. We're just going to do stuff that we watch together for the sake of brevity, because these segments have just been getting really, really long.
Because we just keep on watching.
Because we keep watching so many movies.
We're starting at the 5th.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Because I watched Eraserhead that night, so that would be.
See, I think you should. I think we should mention the stuff that we watched without each other. Just like not go into discussion about it.
Yeah. So I watched Eraserhead before we watched our movie together.
Then on the 5th.
On the 5th.
We watched the ever amazing The Messengers.
The Messengers. Dang, this movie kind of
This
sucked.
movie is so bad. I gave it 1.5 stars.
This is the way we kicked off spooky season, really?
Yes. Well, technically, Bohemian Rhapsody is the way we kicked off spooky season.
Well, the first spooky movie I watched, I guess, is Eraserhead. That movie's pretty terrifying, actually.
No, it's not. The first spooky movie I watched was The Messengers, and oh boy, everything about this is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Like just everything: the acting, directing, writing, special
the
effects.
actual, not even just the way it's written. The actual story sucks too.
Yeah, the story is just like stupid and weird, and like who was like, yes, let's make it.
It's the perfect plot.
Like it's just not good. I give it 1.5 stars.
Not good. If I would have rated it, I probably would have just given it a one
But
star.
then we moved on to straight cinema.
Oh, I watched Alex Hunter's new short film, The Plumber, in between this, by the way.
But then we went to straight cinema.
We really did.
Zombies.
The one about fast zombies, Micah. Zooming zombies.
So if you know anything about the Asylum, it's this movie
Asylum.
studio, and they put out absolutely horrible movies.
Yeah, I don't know if it's on purpose at this point.
They were the ones who brought you
the
Sharknado, though.
The Sharknado movies, yes.
But also Abraham Lincoln versus Zombies, Nazis at the Center of the Earth.
Yeah.
Zombies, of course.
Of course. Zombies too.
Airplane versus Volcano.
Okay, I think they get the idea, Mike.
Yes, they get the idea.
It's a rough production company.
But Zombies was just so awful that it was really hilarious to watch.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty boring.
See, you were not enjoying it as much as everybody else was.
I didn't really enjoy it that much.
I thought it was hilarious. I'm not saying I would go and watch it again. It's not that kind of interesting.
Yeah,
but it was funny enough to watch one. I would if you're okay with a lot of awful cheesy looking gore. It does definitely have a lot of gore. It does have
a lot of gore.
If you're okay with that, I would definitely suggest watching this at least just once. Don't watch it again.
Get together a group of all your friends and watch this.
Watch this as a joke, because that is the only way to watch it.
I do recommend this movie as a dumb movie get together, because you don't really have to pay attention.
Yeah, you don't have to pay attention. It's really not good, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I gave it a 1 star.
I probably would have given it a 1. Yeah. In between our next watch together, I watched The Weeknd's short film for After Hours, his most recent album.
And I watched
what did you watch?
The Vast of the Night, a Prime original.
Prime original. Wow.
It was pretty fun.
Pretty fun. Wow.
A solid 3-star movie. Then we watched Coraline. Everybody's favorite.
I mean, yeah.
Who doesn't like Coraline?
Is there someone out there who doesn't like Coraline?
I don't think I know anybody who doesn't like Coraline.
Yeah. It's just a fun movie. It's
just really good.
Bro, that shot of the door is still terrifying, bro.
Nightmare Before Christmas, great. Coraline, great. James and the Giant Peach,
less great.
Sorry, Henry Selick, no. Less
great. And why is it a musical?
And why is it a horror? Why is it barked on horror?
I don't know, bro. But why are we talking about James and the Giant Peach?
Because it's the same director.
Wow. But yeah, Coraline is his best movie.
Coraline, I would agree. As much as I like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, no, I love Nightmare Before
Coraline
Christmas.
Is straight fire.
Coraline is pretty great. Solid, the most solid of 4 stars.
Danny Elfman. Heck yeah.
Heck yes.
Coraline.
We're probably going to do an episode about Coraline eventually.
Yeah, we should, because it's really good.
Lots of juicy stuff. It's
honestly very impressive animation too.
Oh yes.
I don't really know what to comment on that. I give it 4 stars, leaning towards 4.5.
Yeah, 4. Solid 4. Then what did we watch?
Next we watched oh
my God.
We watched Jurassic Park.
We watched Stefan Spielberg's
masterpiece.
Defining 90s movie.
Masterpiece.
I mean, he was drinking the genius juice when he directed this movie.
He was drinking the genius juice, to be sure. I loved Jurassic Park. I could watch this thing a bunch. I already have watched this a bunch. I think I'd watched it before I got Letterboxd multiple times, and this is the 8th time I'd logged the movie.
Heck yeah.
Wait, it's just
8th?
8th.
Oh my gosh. This is my 5th time logging it. Jeez.
It's just such a good movie, and it's just such I'm not watching this every other day, but it's just such an easy one to just be in the mood to turn on.
I was about to say it's such a all around like good movie, just a fun one that it's so great to just turn on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
watchable.
give it 5 stars as always.
I would probably give it a 4.5. I don't think it's quite to a 5,
Boo.
but it's good. It's good. Believe me, guys. I'm not saying Jurassic Park is bad. Boo! Kick him off the pod.
Next we watched Wallace and Gromit:
Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
The Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
First Wallace and Gromit.
I honestly
movie
didn't think
I've
it was
ever
going to
seen.
be that great, and then it turned out to be straight cinema.
I don't know why you didn't think it was going to be good,
I grew up
bro.
watching Wallace and Gromit stuff and remembering not liking it.
Bro, did you just not have taste when you were younger?
I don't know. I don't think I ever watched this, so I don't know if any of the other Wallace and Gromit stuff compares. But this was actually like really good.
Okay. I take it back. This was probably the funniest movie I've seen this year. Wallace and Gromit: Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Also a kind of horror comedy
it's a spooky
parody.
movie.
Yeah,
It's a spooky movie.
yeah.
You got some creepy stuff, man.
Indeed.
First transition that you see of Wallace turning into the were-rabbit. That's straight up scary.
Bro, this movie, it's so good. If you guys haven't seen Curse of the Were-Rabbit, go watch it.
Dude, just
It's so freaking good.
Tell everybody that we need more Hutch. Like,
Yes.
spread the news.
Wait, who did Helena Bonham Carter play?
She played Lady What's-Her-Face.
Oh! Okay, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
It was definitely her.
Okay. Yes, guys, go watch it. It's
Very
literally
good,
like
hilarious. Hutch is amazing.
I would probably give it 5 stars.
I
Honestly.
gave it 4 stars.
How dare
And
you?
that was it, actually.
Yeah. It was a fun week, spooky week.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't watch as much as I would usually like, but we had some bad spooky movies and
Yes.
some good spooky movies.
Yeah. Bro, Curse the Were-Rabbit, Hubie Halloween, that's a double feature I can get down with.
What? They don't go together at all.
No, they don't go together at all. But
and like they're completely different comedy. It's like American comedy and British comedy.
well, I mean, I'm not opposed to either one, like, as long as they're funny.
That's true.
But yeah, wow, this is one of our shorter episodes, one of our briefer episodes.
I'm not opposed to. Originally, our goal was to shoot for 45 minutes.
Yeah,
an
like
episode.
45 minutes an episode was our goal. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Are we still doing quotes at the end of our episodes? I don't know at this point.
Well, no, we're not going to do a quote because they're all lame.
We'll just cut out that part.
But just picture the thermos.
Yes, a picture in your mind.
The thermos doing all of its functions. So many functions.
The time it was a scented candle.
The time it was a flashlight and a grappling hook and
A shovel.
a shovel.
Or I guess it's more of a spade, but whatever.
It's a grave.
But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week with Mission Impossible stuff.
Yes, I'm very hungry.
Are we doing Ghost Protocol?
Yes, Brad.
Heck yeah!